Back on the road, this time we're headed to Dubai Marina to visit the tallest hotel in the world, Ciel Marina. Ciel means sky. When you first arrive at the Dubai Marina, you see it. It's impossible to miss. It towers over everything at 377 meters. That's over 1,200 feet of silver and glass, blue glass. But the scale of it doesn't hit you until you're standing at the base, looking up, and your hat actually falls off. Walking into the lobby, you expect it to be loud. It's a 1,000-room hotel, after all. But the designers use these natural texture stones, wood, soft lighting. It feels grounded. Checking in was seamless. I'm staying in a one-bedroom apartment. I remember the first elevator ride. It's fast. You don't feel the speed, but you feel the pressure in your ears. Floor 10, 30, 60. You're leaving the city behind. When the doors open, the hallway is silent. Just the soft hum of the air conditioning and the faint nostalgic smell of high-end sandalwood. As I opened the door to my room, the first thing I did wasn't to look at the bed or the TV. I walked straight to the big window. At Ciel, the windows are floor to ceiling. Every room has them. From my floor, the Palm Jumeirah looks like a drawing in the sand. You can see the tiny white wakes of the boats moving across the Persian Gulf. It looks like a toy world. The room itself is a lesson in quiet luxury. No pompous gold leaf or unnecessary fluff, just clean lines and heavy, high-quality linens. I spent the first hour just sitting in the armchair by the glass, watching the sun start its slow descent. There's a strange nostalgia in watching a city from this high up. You see the thousands of lives moving below, the headlights starting to flicker. You're part of it, and yet totally removed from it. There's a specific kind of silence you only find when you're 300 meters above the ground. It isn't a total lack of sound. It's more like the world below has been put on mute. Most people come to Dubai for the fast life, the supercars, the noise, the neon, but I came here for something different. I wanted to see what it felt like to to live in the clouds just for one day, to see if a building this big could actually feel like home. I don't have much to say about this room, besides the fact that I loved it. I think the view is enough.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
This one
Oh. Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Very glad.
Presents. So this is it. This is it. It's Ciel Marina, the tallest hotel in the world, at #1 position. And I just checked into this amazing one-bedroom apartment, one-bedroom suite. And as you can see, we are right in the middle of the Dubai Marina. Huge, absolutely huge skyscrapers behind me. We are on floor 69 out of the maximum of 72 that I've seen. And yeah, so you just can't get better views than this, or at least you can't get any higher floors than this in any other hotel. So remember, this is the #1 tallest hotel in the world. Just look at this. Look how high I am. I am incredibly, incredibly high. unbelievable view from this beautiful, beautiful one bedroom suite. So this was it. We have a living room here with a TV, and then we're walking into this bedroom that is split. It's split. Here is the bed. It's a big, big, big bed. And of course, the bathroom. Here it is. Yeah. A nice big bathroom with a bathtub and shower. Yeah, but the selling point of this room definitely is the view. So yeah, check out this view. Just unbelievable. So high up, you can see everything from here. Atlantis the Royal, Atlantis the Palm. You can see the entire Palm Island from here. W Hotel. One and only Royal Mirage, one of my favorite resorts in Dubai. And in the distance, the Burj Al Arab. And like I said, we are in the middle of the Dubai Marina. Yeah, unbelievable view. Honestly, I can't wait to see the same view, but at night. I think it will be amazing, amazing, amazing. Room is big. I really, really love this room and this hotel so far. But we still have a lot more to explore. Bye.
At first, it's frustrating. You're in Dubai. Everything is supposed to be instant. But after the second day, I stopped checking my watch. I started looking at the details of the hallway, the way the light hit the carpet. It does a meditation. You realize that you're suspending in the air, waiting for a silver box to come and fetch you. But there is a side to living in a skyscraper that the brochures don't usually mention. When you're staying at the Ciel, you aren't just in a hotel, you're in a vertical city. And like any city, it has its own version of rush hour. I found myself standing in the hallway, pressing the button, and then waiting. This room had the club lounge included. So let's go to the club lounge and get some food.
So we're going to the 15th floor to take my daughter to the kids club. Then I will have enough time to film everything, I hope. My ears are popping. A lot of money. Let's see what I can buy. A lot of money. I think I want some ice cream. Also this, I want some ice cream. I think I've been waiting for 10 minutes. Because there is only one elevator out of 8.
It's the price of the view, you see. If you want to sleep closer to the stars than anyone else, you have to accept that getting back down to earth takes a little bit of time. On the first evening, I decided to go even higher. I took the elevator to floor 81. This is the Sky Lounge. It's one of the highest points in the building, accessible to guests. And when I walked in, the timing was perfect. The sun was just beginning to touch the horizon of the Persian Gulf. I ordered a drink and found a seat by the glass. Up here, you aren't just looking at the sunset. You're level to level with it. The entire lounge was bathed in this deep liquid gold light, the kind of light that makes everything feel a bit like a dream. It's a strange feeling, sipping a cold drink while the world's tallest Ferris wheel, the Ciel Dubai, looks like a small toy ornament below your feet. There was a soft hum of conversation around me, but mostly people were just starting out. It's a place that humbles you. You realize how much effort, how much engineering, and how much human will it took to put this chair, this strange skull glass, and this moment 81 stories up into the air. I stayed there for a long time. I watched the gold turn to a bruised purple and then finally to black as the city lights started to glitter like spilled diamonds across the desert. It was the perfect introduction to the Ciel. It wasn't about the flex of being in a tall building, it was about the peace of being above the noise.
island, blue waters. At the Sky Lounge on top of Ciel Tower. Quite an impressive view. So you do need a reservation for this one. Remember this. Yeah, you also need a reservation for the pool. It's the same story.
Okay, now that the drink is over, it's time to go back to the room, wait a bit, and then go to dinner.
Ich denke, das ist möglich.
Back from Tattoo Restaurant, one of the highest restaurants in Dubai, because it's located at the top of Ciel Hotel. And Ciel Hotel is the tallest hotel in the world, but there's a catch. So Tattoo Restaurant and Tattoo Swimming Pool, they don't belong to Ciel Hotel. So even if you're a guest, you won't be allowed to even see the swimming pool. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. Outside guests are allowed to see the swimming pool, but you won't. It's not a problem that you have to spend more money to get the reservation. The problem is that there is a high chance they won't have any available spots for in-house guests.
We had dinner at West 13. Dinner at West 13.
Nastia.
I'll place on the middle of her. So beef 6 for you.
I want to change. I want to change.
What a nice morning. I did set up a small time lapse. Let's check it. As my stay came to an end, I found myself sitting on the edge of the bed, looking out one last time. Dubai is a city that never stops trying to be the most of everything. The biggest, the fastest, the tallest, and usually that can feel a bit hollow. But the Ciel Marina felt different. Maybe it was the way the light hit the room. Maybe it was the quietness of being so far above the traffic. Or maybe it was just the realization that despite all our concrete and steel, we still just want to be close to the clouds. In a building this tall, the elevators are like the veins of a giant. They have to travel hundreds of meters, stopping at dozens of floors. During peak times, when everyone is heading down for breakfast, the wait can be a taste of your patience. I spent 15, maybe 20 minutes just standing there, watching the digital numbers slowly tick up or down. Annoying, I know, but it is what it is. And of course, what better way to start the day than with a good breakfast? We had breakfast at East 13, a buffet breakfast. Okay, I think it's time to visit the infinity pool.
Breakfast is over and I'm waiting for the elevator. So I've made it and it is extremely windy. Show you. Honestly, this is unusable. Extremely windy and extremely cold. But I will still try to go in the pool.
I left my clothes on the chair. The wind almost blew them away. And I stepped into the water. It was a shock. The water was heated, but the air was biting. I swam to the infinity edge, and for a few minutes, I was the only person in the world at that height. I watched the fog roll off the Persian Gulf. My teeth were chattering, but it was the most alive I felt during the entire trip. In a city that is usually so manicured and controlled, this felt raw. No filters, just a cold morning at the top of the world. So it's only me for a reason. It's extremely, extremely windy and cold. The 76th floor hits different in the morning. This is where the Tatu sky pool is. It's one of the highest infinity pools in the world. I went up expecting that postcard perfect calm morning, but as soon as those glass doors slid open, I felt it. The wind. Up here, the wind doesn't just blow, it sings. It was howling through the architectural gaps of the tower. It was cold, surprisingly cold for Dubai. The kind of chill that reminds you that you're essentially standing on a mountain made of glass by humans. And now the pool deck is empty. No influencers, no music, just the white lounge chairs and the water which was dancing in the wind, sending little sprays of mist over the edge. My first instinct was to turn around and go back to the warmth of my room. But there's something about being the only person in a place this grand. So, it's the tallest hotel in the world. It has the highest infinity pool. That sounds great on a thumbnail, but the reality? It's a bit more complicated. The pool, well, it's shallow and it's small compared to the other infinity pools. Zeta 77 from Address Beach Resort is massive in comparison and one story higher. And if you're looking for a place to actually lounge, good luck there. There are hardly any sunbeds, not to mention the sky pool doesn't belong to the actual hotel. So unless you are planning to actually stay and use the pool for the price, you can't even visit, even for a photo. It's a world record, sure, but it's a tight fit. This was the hotel's own pool. Remember, Tatu pool at the Sky Pool, that belongs to Tatu. It's a different company. Remember to make reservations because they only have a few seats available.
So I don't know if you can hear me. They just brought us some ice and tea.
Okay, this was quite an adventure. I think it's time to visit the other pool. When you put the Ciel up against the heavy hitter places like the Lana, Address Skyview, or the massive scale of Atlantis the Royal, it starts to lose its edge. If you want the ultimate pool day, you go to Aura or the Address Beach Resort. Is the Ciel Marina one of the best in the Marina Dubai? Absolutely. It's fantastic. And the architecture, it's a trip. But being the tallest doesn't always mean being the best. In Dubai, everyone is fighting to be number one. But sometimes the record breakers forget that at the end of the day, you just want a place to sit down when you're an in-house guest. It was a beautiful stay. It was interesting, but height isn't everything.
So this is actually the hotel's pool. This is actually the hotel pool that belongs to the hotel. And as you can see, it is an infinity pool. But yeah, I've seen better, let's say. Let's be nice and just say that I've seen better. Maybe when the skyscrapers that are being built behind me will be finished, maybe then this pool will be nice. Until then, yeah, it's an unhappy pool. Bye!
Before checking out, we decided to go to the club lounge again.
Just got some free snacks. And we will check out after. Hopefully, after checking out, we will go on a short walk on that side. Bye.
If you're not satisfied fully with the coffee quality, then you can go to Raisin downstairs. They have one of the best coffees.
So I am at Raisin, one of the best coffee shops in UAE. We've just checked out and we'll get a cup of coffee and then go on a little walk to check the Ciel Hotel from a distance. How about that? Best coffee in UAE? Oh, it's good. It's good.
Okay, we're already checked out, so it's time to go on a little walk and check out the hotel from afar. The design is interesting. It was created by Noor, but where other famous hotels in this city feel wide and legendary, the Ciel is narrow and futuristic. It has this unique hole in the middle, a vertical atrium that lets the building breathe. It's not a cheap stay, and you have to be okay with waiting for that elevator, but it's an experience that stays with you. If you ever find yourself in this corner of the world and you want to feel small in the best way possible, this is one of the best places you can do it. Thanks for coming along on this quiet journey with me. I'll see you in the next one.
The view is spectacular. So this is Dubai Marina, and that is the, where is it? That is the Hotel Ciel Tower, the tallest hotel in the world.